Look at that. Symphony of the Seas cutting through the Caribbean waters, her massive profile stretching over 1,180 feet with neighborhoods stacked 18 decks high. Now watch Icon of the Seas docked in Miami, dwarfing everything around her as the largest cruise ship ever built. Over there, Quantum of the Seas with that North Star capsule extending out like a mechanical jewel 300 feet above the ocean. 28 Royal Caribbean ships, each one a floating city, each one promising the vacation of a lifetime. But here's what those beautiful drone shots don't show you. Not all of these ships delivered the same experience. Some will absolutely blow your mind with innovation and entertainment that rivals theme parks. Others will leave you wondering why you didn't book something newer, something better, something that actually lives up to the hype. Royal Caribbean operates the largest cruise fleet of any mainstream line in 2025, with 28 ships ranging from intimate 2,400 passenger vessels built in the 1990s to absolute behemoths, carrying over 7,600 guests. These ships span 8 different classes, each with its own personality and features. But which ones are actually worth your money? We've analyzed thousands of passenger reviews from CruiseCritic, CruiseLine.com, and TripAdvisor to create the definitive ranking. These aren't marketing numbers from Royal Caribbean's brochures. These are real scores from real passengers who spent their vacation time and hard-earned cash on these ships. The results are going to shock you, because the biggest and newest definitely don't always win. Let's rank every single Royal Caribbean ship from absolute worst to undisputed best. Starting at rock bottom in position 28 is Quantum of the Seas. Before you freak out in the comment, hear us out. Quantum launched in 2014 as the revolutionary first ship in the Quantum class, introducing features nobody had seen before. The North Star observation capsule lifts you 300 feet above the ocean for insane views. Ripcord by iFly brings skydiving simulation to the high seas. 270 entertainment venue transforms with floor-to-ceiling windows and robotic screens. The Bionic Bar has actual robotic arms mixing your cocktails. On paper, Quantum sounds incredible. So why does she rank dead last with a 3.4 average score? Recurring operational problems have absolutely crushed passenger satisfaction. Multiple reviews mention canceled shore excursions due to ship issues, which is brutal when you're sailing Alaska and those excursions are literally the whole point. Service quality varies wildly, with some crews seeming overwhelmed. The ship feels more crowded than her size suggests, with bottlenecks at popular venues. Maintenance hasn't kept pace, leaving areas feeling worn. Quantum was a trailblazer that deserves respect, but in 2025, she's struggling hard against ships that took her innovations and executed them better. At 27, we have Spectrum of the Seas. Launched in 2019 as the 4th Quantum-class ship and first Quantum Ultra vessel, Spectrum is actually bigger than her sisters and was designed for Asian markets. She has all those Quantum innovations plus expanded seaplex, more dining options, upgraded tech throughout. Being one of the newest ships, you think she'd rank way higher. But that 3.4 average tells a different story. The biggest problem: she feels genuinely too crowded for her size. Long queues form at attractions and restaurants during peak times. Crew members don't manage these crowds well, creating chaos during embarkation, disembarkation, and busy sea days. Western passengers note dining and entertainment feel less aligned with their preferences since she's Asia-focused. Multiple reviews suggest Spectrum tries cramming too many features onto a ship not quite big enough to handle them comfortably. She's impressive on paper, but frustrating in practice. Number 26 is Grandeur of the Seas. Here's where it gets interesting. Grandeur is the oldest ship in the entire fleet, launched way back in 1996 as part of the Vision class. She's tiny at just 2,446 passengers compared to modern megaships. So why does this ancient vessel beat too much newer Quantum-class ships? Simple, passengers know exactly what they're getting. They book Grandeur specifically wanting that smaller, intimate experience without thousands of other guests. Reviews praise friendly crew, manageable size, surprisingly good food quality. The criticisms are predictable, desperately needs updates, dated 1990s decor, limited activities and entertainment. But passengers aren't disappointed because they chose this experience intentionally. Compare that to Quantum and Spectrum, where people expected cutting-edge innovation and felt let down. Grandeur delivers what she promises with a 3.7 average. Nothing more, nothing less. Vision of the Seas lands at 25. Launched in 1998 as the final Vision-class ship, Vision carries around 2,435 passengers and offers that same intimate, traditional cruising. She actually lent her name to this entire ship class. Reviews praise the relaxed atmosphere and friendly service. Where Vision struggles is consistency. Guest experiences vary wildly, with some loving their cruise while others feel seriously disappointed by limited activities and dated amenities. Food reviews are all over the map. Some passengers didn't realize how small and basic Vision will be compared to Royal Caribbean's megaship marketing, leading to disappointment. She could really use another refurbishment, though at nearly 30 years old, Royal Caribbean might focus resources elsewhere. Vision ranks slightly below Grandeur at 3.7 average because experiences feel less consistent overall. At 24 is Explorer of the Seas. Built in 2000 as the second Voyager-class ship, Explorer introduced features now synonymous with Royal Caribbean: Royal Promenade with shops and bars, ice skating rink with actual shows, rock climbing walls. For years, Explorer was considered fleet royalty. Fast forward to 2025, and she's showing her age despite multiple refurbishments. Passengers mention areas looking tired and worn, carpets and furniture needing updates. Cabins lack modern amenities like USB ports and contemporary design. Entertainment feels traditional compared to high-tech productions on newer ships. Explorer still gets positive reviews from passengers appreciating her size and layout, noting good variety without overwhelming crowds. Ice shows remain popular. But in direct fleet comparison, Explorer lands in the bottom third with 3.7 average because she can't compete with ships that refined everything she pioneered. Number 23 brings Brilliance of the Seas. Launched in 2002 as the second Radiance-class ship, Brilliance carries about 2,543 passengers with completely different philosophy than Voyager-class. While Voyager brought action-packed activities, Radiance emphasized elegant, traditional cruising with extensive glass and windows, creating natural light and ocean views everywhere. Brilliance focuses on relaxation over stimulation, appealing to older passengers and couples seeking romance rather than families wanting nonstop action. Reviews praise peaceful atmosphere and attentive service. Where Brilliance loses points, decor feels genuinely dated after 2 decades, design choices seeming old-fashioned. Food quality gets mixed reviews, main dining room receiving criticism for uninspired menus. Entertainment options are limited compared to larger ships, though somewhat intentional given the target demographic. Brilliance ranks at 3.7 average because while she delivers pleasant experiences, she doesn't excel at anything making her stand out. Voyager of the Seas sits at 22. This ship holds special significance as the very first Voyager-class vessel, launching in 1999 and completely revolutionizing passenger expectations. Voyager introduced the Royal Promenade, ice skating rink, rock climbing walls, and a sense of scale making previous ships feel tiny. For years, Voyager defined Royal Caribbean's brand identity. She's received multiple refurbishments including restaurant, entertainment, and public space updates. Today, though, Voyager sits near the bottom with 3.8 average, not because she's poorly executed, but because everything that followed surpassed her. Reviews praise good activity mix without feeling overwhelming, noting Voyager doesn't feel as crowded as massive Oasis-class ships. But wear and tear is apparent. Multiple reviews mention dated areas, aging infrastructure, amenities feeling like a different cruising era. Shows are solid but traditional, lacking technological wizardry of newer ships. If Voyager continues sailing much longer, she needs another significant refresh. At 21 is Enchantment of the Seas. Launched in 1997 as the third Vision-class ship, Enchantment originally carried 2,250 passengers before being lengthened in 2005, increasing capacity and adding features. She's considerably smaller than modern ships, limiting dining options and activities. That smaller size works for passengers preferring manageable experiences with less walking and fewer crowds. Adults appreciate Enchantment more than families, with good bar selection and quieter spaces. Reviews highlight food quality as notably better than similarly aged ships, suggesting galley teams are doing something right. Entertainment gets mixed feedback, some finding shows enjoyable, while others note they feel dated. Service quality receives positive marks, crew described as friendly and attentive despite the ship showing age. With 3.8 average, Enchantment ranks slightly above some newer ships because she delivers consistent, pleasant experiences for passengers booking her knowing she's older and smaller. Rhapsody of the Seas lands at 20. Launched in 1997, another Vision-class ship carrying about 2,416 passengers offering intimate, traditional cruising. Rhapsody gets good reviews for service quality, passengers praising crew friendliness and accommodation of special requests. Entertainment and dining are solid given size and age. Where Rhapsody particularly struggles: noise levels throughout the ship. The most common complaint concerns engine sounds and vibrations heard and felt in cabins. Modern ships have better soundproofing, but Rhapsody was built before those advances became standard. Passengers mention being kept awake by engine rumbling or hearing every footstep from above, seriously impacting cruise quality. Refurbishments have happened, but obvious wear and tear remains. Rhapsody ranks at 3.8 average because while offering pleasant cruises, those noise issues and aging infrastructure create enough negative experiences dragging down scores. Number 19 is Ovation of the Seas. Launched in 2016 as the third Quantum-class ship, Ovation carries approximately 4,905 passengers, designed for Australian and Asian markets. She features all those quantum innovations: North Star, Ripcord, 270, Bionic Bar, plus upgrades from lessons learned on earlier ships. Ovation should rank significantly higher, given relative youth and impressive activities. But she lands at 3.8 average for frustrating reasons. Passengers love the innovative features themselves, North Star getting rave reviews. 270 continues impressing with its transforming space. Where Ovation falters: execution and management of guest experience. Reviews mention inconsistencies including disappointing food quality, particularly main dining room, where meals feel rushed and uninspired. She's earned reputation as solid choice for adults seeking peaceful cruises, with enough activities without overwhelming energy. Passengers praise tranquil atmosphere, noting Jewel never feels crowded even at capacity. Where Jewel takes a hit: food quality has declined notably in recent years according to reviews. Main dining room gets criticism for uninspired menus and inconsistent preparation. Some reviews mention issues beyond just the main restaurant, suggesting broader food program problems. The ship shows age with day-to-day core, though relatively well-maintained. With 3.8 average, Jewel ranks lower third primarily because food quality problems have become such recurring complaints, seriously impacting cruise experiences. Problems managing crowd flow during busy sea days, certain areas becoming uncomfortably packed. Layout doesn't flow naturally, creating confusion navigating between areas. Ovation isn't bad, and many have wonderful cruises. But recurring issues with food, crowds, and layout push her into the lower third despite all that innovation. Anthem of the Seas sits at 18. Launched in 2015 as the second Quantum-class ship, Anthem carries around 4,905 passengers and spent years sailing from the UK, becoming extremely popular with British cruisers. She introduced refined Quantum-class innovations, learning from early quantum feedback. Anthem features all signature attractions: North Star, 270, C-Plex bumper cars, Bionic Bar. Reviews from British passengers appreciated having a modern, feature-packed ship sailing from Southampton without requiring flights. Here's what's interesting: Anthem ranks surprisingly low at 3.8 average, and digging into reviews reveals a pattern. Many negative comments aren't about the ship itself but Royal Caribbean's pricing for activities and specialty dining. British cruisers used to lines like P&O, where most extras are included, get shocked by Royal Caribbean charging for specialty restaurants, premium drinks, certain attractions. Reviews complain about upselling rather than criticizing ship design. Anthem suffers from corporate pricing policies rather than inherent vessel problems. She's moving from UK market in 2025, which might help scores improve with passengers more familiar with Royal Caribbean's pricing model. At 17 is Jewel of the Seas. Launched in 2004 as the final Radiance-class ship, Jewel carries about 2,501 passengers, representing refined, elegant cruising before Royal Caribbean shifted toward bigger, more activity-packed vessels. Jewel emphasizes relaxed, sophisticated atmosphere with extensive glass creating ocean views everywhere, public spaces designed for unwinding. She's earned reputation as solid choice for adults seeking peaceful cruises, with enough activities without overwhelming energy. Passengers praise tranquil atmosphere, noting Jewel never feels crowded even at capacity. Where Jewel takes a hit: food quality has declined notably in recent years according to reviews. Main dining room gets criticism for uninspired menus and inconsistent preparation. Some reviews mention issues beyond just the main restaurant, suggesting broader food program problems. The ship shows age with dated decor, though relatively well-maintained. With 3.8 average, Jewel ranks lower third primarily because food quality problems have become such recurring complaints seriously impacting cruise experiences. Number 16 is Radiance of the Seas. Launched in 2001 as the first Radiance-class ship, Radiance pioneered Royal Caribbean's move toward lighter, brighter vessels with floor-to-ceiling windows emphasizing ocean views. Carrying around 2,466 passengers, Radiance offers intimate, elegant cruising, but shows more age after nearly 25 years. She attracts passengers preferring smaller vessels for relaxing cruises without being overwhelmed. Reviews highlight how Radiance never feels crowded, major selling point versus megaships. Service quality receives positive marks, crew described as friendly and attentive. Where Radiance loses points, wear and tear becoming increasingly apparent despite refurbishments. Multiple passengers mention the ship looking tired and dated, areas needing deep cleaning or updating. Shows and entertainment feel pleasant but traditional, lacking excitement and production value of newer ships. Dining gets mixed reviews, some satisfied while others find it uninspiring. Radiance represents acceptable cruise option for smaller ship seekers, but clearly showing age. She's not failing anything specific but not excelling anywhere, making her stand out. At 3.8 average, she sits comfortably mid to lower fleet. Wonder of the Seas lands at 15. This placement is genuinely surprising. Wonder is the newest Oasis-class ship, launched in 2022 as the sixth and most refined vessel in this revolutionary class. Wonder is absolutely massive at 236,857 gross tons, carrying up to 6,988 passengers with every innovation Royal Caribbean perfected over a decade. She has signature neighborhood concept, Central Park with real plants, boardwalk with carousel and aqua theater, Royal Promenade. Wonder introduced updated dining like Mason Jar Southern Restaurant. Wonder plays Cape for kids, stunning two-story ultimate family suites. On paper, Wonder should dominate this ranking. So why number 15 with 3.7 average, below some significantly older ships? Wonder suffers from being too much of everything. Multiple reviews mention sheer exhaustion, trying to see and do everything, endless walking navigating between areas. While technically more space per passenger, Wonder still feels crowded during peak times. Securing specialty restaurant reservations requires strategic planning and remains challenging. Some passengers express disappointment with cost, noting Wonder carries premium pricing but doesn't deliver proportionally better experiences. The ship is undeniably spectacular with incredible features, but this ranking suggests bigger and newer doesn't automatically mean better. Wonder proves there's a sweet spot in ship design, and pushing into truly massive territory creates trade-offs some passengers don't enjoy. Icon of the Seas sits at 14. Here's where things get fascinating. Icon is literally the newest ship in the fleet and largest cruise ship ever built at 250,800 gross tons. She launched January 2024 with massive fanfare as first Icon-class ship, carrying staggering 7,600 passengers. Icon introduces completely new concepts. Thrill Island with Crown's Edge suspended over ocean, Category 6 water park with 6 slides, Surfside neighborhood for families with young kids, 8 distinct neighborhoods. Dining options are endless with Empire Supper Club, Hooked Seafood, Pier 7. Entertainment includes spectacular aqua theater shows and cutting-edge Royal Theater productions. Icon should theoretically dominate this ranking as the crown jewel, representing everything Royal Caribbean learned. Instead, she's fallen to 14 with 3.9 average, and the story is fascinating. In her first 6 months, Icon received rave reviews and sat at ranking top with passengers blown away by scale and innovation. But as more guests sailed and initial novelty wore off, scores tumbled dramatically as recurrent problems became apparent. Most common complaint: constant upselling throughout the ship. Crew members push specialty dining, drink packages, photos, premium experiences so aggressively it becomes genuinely annoying. Passengers feel nickel and dime despite already paying premium prices. Icon is notably loud throughout with very few quiet spaces. Passengers seeking relaxation describe Icon as exhausting rather than refreshing, feeling more like crowded theme park than peaceful vacation. Crowding becomes genuine issue at capacity, with lines forming for attractions and restaurants despite massive size. Icon proves biggest and newest doesn't guarantee satisfaction, especially when operational issues and design decisions create frustrations overshadowing impressive features. Adventure of the Seas lands at 13. Launched in 2001 as the third Voyager-class ship, Adventure carries approximately 3,807 passengers with signature Royal Caribbean experience, Royal Promenade, ice skating rink, rock climbing wall, flow rider. Adventure is over 20 years old but received multiple refurbishments, adding water slides and updating public spaces. She maintains loyal following among cruisers, appreciating balance between activities without overwhelming scale. Reviews praise Adventure for hitting that size sweet spot with enough variety without exhausting navigation. Finding pool chairs and restaurant reservations is easier compared to larger vessels. Where Adventure loses points, age-related issues. Multiple passengers comment the ship looks tired in certain areas, carpets and furniture showing heavy use despite refurbishments. Some reviews mention older average passenger demographic. Entertainment is solid but traditional, lacking technological sophistication of newer ships. Ship design gets occasional criticism for layout choices not flowing logically. Adventure remains perfectly good option, delivering everything Royal Caribbean offers, but clearly showing age. At 3.9 average, she sits middle of pack rather than standing out as something special. At 12 is Navigator of the Seas. Launched in 2002 as the fifth Voyager-class ship, Navigator carries around 3,807 passengers and earned praise for continuously adding features despite being over 20. She received significant amplification, adding water slides, updated dining venues, refreshed public spaces, helping compete with newer vessels. Navigator strikes appealing balance between activities and manageable size that doesn't feel overwhelming. Passengers appreciate entertainment variety, from ice shows to live music to theater productions. Where Navigator shows age, staterooms feel dated despite public space updates. Multiple reviews mention cabins needing quality improvements, including modern amenities like USB ports, updated fixtures, contemporary design. Furniture and decor in cabins feels tired, creating disappointing contrast with refreshed public areas. Shows feel traditional compared to cutting-edge productions on newer ships. Dining gets positive reviews without being memorable, main dining room providing solid meals without wow factor. At 3.9 average, Navigator lands middle ranking as pleasant ship, delivering good experiences without excelling anywhere, making her must-sail. Independence of the Seas sits at 11. Launched in 2006 as the third Freedom-class ship, Independence carries approximately 4,515 passengers and was genuinely one of the world's largest cruise ships at debut. For years, Independence was UK cruiser favorite, based in Southampton, providing easy Royal Caribbean access without flights. She offers complete experience, flow rider, rock climbing, water slides, ice skating, numerous dining and entertainment options. Independence received amplification refurbishment, adding features and updating spaces. In 2025, she returns to UK market. Reviews are generally positive, guests appreciating size versus crowd balance. She's large enough for substantial variety without feeling as overwhelming as Oasis-class megaships. Service quality gets consistent praise, crew described as friendly and attentive. Where Independence shows age, areas needing additional updating beyond amplification. Some spaces feel dated, certain features showing wear from nearly 2 decades. Entertainment is solid, without wowing passengers like newer ship productions. Dining quality receives mixed feedback, some satisfied while others note inconsistent or uninspired meals. Independence represents reliable middle option that won't disappoint but won't blow away with cutting-edge innovation. At 3.9 average, she's safe, dependable choice working for first-timers and experienced passengers. Serenade of the Seas breaks into the top 10 at number 10. Launched in 2003 as the third Radiance-class ship, Serenade carries approximately 2,490 passengers, exemplifying what makes this class appealing for traditional, elegant cruising. She emphasizes relaxing, peaceful atmosphere with beautiful ocean views from extensive glass, sophisticated decor, public spaces designed for unwinding. Serenade has earned a devoted following among cruisers valuing classical, sophisticated cruising over high-energy megaship experiences. Reviews consistently highlight tranquil atmosphere as major selling point. Passengers describing the ship as never feeling crowded. Smaller passenger count means actually knowing crew members, building genuine connections. Service quality receives excellent marks. Staff described as attentive, friendly, genuinely invested in guest experiences. Where Serenade doesn't rank higher, entertainment offerings feel less impressive compared to larger, newer ships. Shows are perfectly pleasant given venue size and budget but lack West End quality and technological sophistication. Dining gets positive reviews without being memorable or innovative. Ship shows age despite maintenance, some decor feeling dated. But here's important context. Passengers booking Serenade specifically choose her because they want this experience. She ranks 10th at 4.0 average not because she's failing, but because she serves a niche appealing to specific demographics rather than trying being everything to everyone. Odyssey of the Seas lands at 9. Launched in 2021 as the fifth and newest Quantum-class ship, Odyssey carries approximately 4,905 passengers representing most refined Quantum-class execution. She features all signature innovations: North Star, Ripcord iFly, 270, Bionic Bar, with improvements based on years of feedback from earlier Quantum vessels. Odyssey introduced first Seaplex on Quantum class, providing bumper cars, roller skating, circus school, and massive indoor space. She also features enhanced dining beyond earlier Quantum ships. Entertainment receives high marks, production shows utilizing advanced technology, and 270 creating memorable experiences with transforming space and robotic screens. Where Odyssey succeeds as best Quantum-class ship at 4.0 average, addressing many operational issues plaguing earlier vessels. Crowd management feels better thought out, passenger flow minimizing bottlenecks. Layout makes more intuitive sense, navigation easier for first-timers. Dining quality improved with consistent main dining room execution and better specialty restaurant variety. Some reviews still mention Odyssey feeling crowded during busy sea days, particularly at popular attractions. Ship occasionally receives criticism for feeling uninspired in certain areas, lacking wow factor making other Royal Caribbean ships instantly memorable. Odyssey proves Quantum-class concept works really well when executed properly, learning from earlier mistakes. She's genuinely excellent ship delivering everything Royal Caribbean promises at number 9 because while doing everything well, she doesn't do anything spectacularly pushing her into very top tier. Liberty of the Seas sits at 8. Launched in 2007 as the second Freedom-class ship, Liberty carries approximately 4,960 passengers, offering fantastic middle ground between smaller Voyager-class and truly massive Oasis-class vessels. Liberty introduced enhanced Royal Caribbean features including improved flowrider, better rock climbing walls, water slides, H2O zone water park for kids. She received amplification refurbishment, adding features and updating public spaces. Passengers consistently praise Liberty for striking ideal balance in size and crowds, noting she's large enough for substantial variety without feeling so massive navigation becomes exhausting. Reviews highlight solid dining range beyond main dining room and Windjammer, specialty restaurants providing good quality and variety. Entertainment receives positive marks though productions don't reach spectacular level of newest ships. Where Liberty shows age, areas benefiting from additional updates beyond amplification, some spaces feeling dated. Main dining room gets mixed reviews on food quality and service, some mentioning rushed service and uninspiring menus. But these criticisms are relatively minor overall, most passengers walking away satisfied. At 4.0 average, Liberty ranks 8th as reliable, well-rounded ship consistently delivering what Royal Caribbean offers without major disappointments. She's safe, dependable choice working well for all passenger types. Mariner of the Seas lands at 7. Launched in 2003 as the last Voyager-class ship, Mariner carries approximately 3,807 passengers and consistently maintained reputation as one of best-balanced ships in entire fleet. What's impressive, despite being over 20, she ranks 7th, beating numerous significantly newer and larger ships. This comes down to hitting that sweet spot where everything works harmoniously. She received major amplification, adding features like water slides, including the blaster, updated dining venues, refreshed public spaces. Reviews consistently describe Mariner as really nice ship, which might sound like faint praise but actually represents exactly what makes her successful. Passengers appreciate complete Royal Caribbean experience, ice skating shows, rock climbing, flowrider, plenty dining options, but in package never feeling overwhelming. Finding pool chairs is easier, restaurant reservations don't require warfare, navigation is straightforward. Service quality receives excellent marks, crew praised for friendliness and attentiveness. Entertainment is solid with ice shows particularly popular. Dining gets good reviews without being exceptional. What's remarkable, Mariner achieves 4.0 average not by being biggest, newest, or flashiest, but simply executing fundamentals really well, creating consistently positive experiences. She proves bigger isn't always better, and real value exists in ships prioritizing guest experience over sheer scale. Mariner represents Goldilocks principle, just right size with just right activities. Freedom of the Seas sits at 6. Launched in 2005 as the first Freedom-class ship, Freedom carries approximately 4,515 passengers and was genuinely revolutionary at debut as one of the world's largest cruise ships. Freedom introduced H2O Zone Aquapark for kids, boxing ring, full basketball court, enhanced flowrider, and rock climbing. For years, Freedom was considered Royal Caribbean's pinnacle. She received significant amplification, adding perfect day at Coco Cay features, new water slides, updated dining venues, refreshed public spaces. What makes Freedom rank so high at 4.0 average despite age? Consistency of positive experiences across virtually every aspect. Balance between ship size and crowd levels hits ideal sweet spot with plenty to do without venue overcrowding. Passengers mention no issues finding pool chairs, getting specialty reservations, accessing activities without excessive waits. Service receives excellent marks, crew described as friendly, helpful, genuinely invested in memorable experiences. Entertainment provides good variety with production shows, live music, activities keeping passengers entertained. Main dining room gets occasional criticism for food quality or rush service. But negative comments are genuinely minority. Overwhelming majority express satisfaction overall. Ship shows minimal age signs thanks to regular maintenance and amplification updates. Freedom proves when ships are well designed from start and receive proper ongoing investment, age becomes less relevant to satisfaction. She ranks 6th by consistently delivering reliable, quality experiences, leaving passengers happy. Harmony of the Seas lands at 5. Launched in 2016 as the third Oasis-class ship, Harmony carries approximately 6,687 passengers, representing significant Oasis-class refinement. Harmony introduced major improvements including Ultimate Abyss Slide Plunging 10 decks, Splashaway Bay Aquapark for kids, Bionic Bar from Quantum class, numerous dining enhancements with new specialty restaurants. She features signature neighborhood concept, Central Park with real plants, Boardwalk with carousel and aqua theater, pool and sports zone, Royal Promenade creating distinct atmospheres. Entertainment consistently receives rave reviews. Production shows featuring advanced technology, elaborate sets, talented performers creating Broadway-quality experiences. Aqua theater shows remain highlights passengers specifically mention as must-see. Dining variety is exceptional with numerous specialty restaurants spanning cuisines, though securing popular venue reservations requires advanced planning. Where Harmony truly excels, earning 4.0 average, successfully managing immense Oasis-class scale without letting crowds ruin experiences. Neighborhood concept genuinely works, distributing passengers rather than everyone clustering simultaneously. Reviews mention being aware of thousands aboard, but ship rarely feeling overwhelmingly crowded except specific peak times. Service quality receives consistently high marks despite challenging logistics, serving nearly 7,000 passengers. Criticisms appearing 10 being same minor complaints affecting all Oasis class. Occasional longer waits than expected during busy times. Sheer exhaustion walking massive distances navigating such large ship. Occasional feeling service gets stretched thin during peak demand. But these issues are relatively minor in overwhelmingly positive reviews praising Harmony for delivering spectacular cruise with endless entertainment, dining, activity options. Harmony represents Oasis-class design at peak execution before Royal Caribbean pushed into truly massive territory. Oasis of the Seas breaks into top 4 at number 4. Launched way back in 2009 as very first Oasis-class ship, Oasis revolutionized entire cruise industry, introducing neighborhood concept and proving ships could successfully operate at massive scale while delivering exceptional experiences. Carrying approximately 6,771 passengers, Oasis introduced Central Park with real living trees and plants in ship's middle, Boardwalk with carousel and aqua theater, zip line crossing high above boardwalk, level of dining and entertainment variety setting new industry standards. She completely redefined passenger expectations, showing vessels could function like floating resorts with distinct themed areas. Oasis received multiple refurbishments adding water slides, updated specialty restaurants, refreshed public spaces, keeping her competitive against newer ships, including owned sister vessels. What's remarkable, Oasis still ranks 4th with 4.1 average despite being oldest Oasis class by significant margin, beating newer sisters Wonder and matching Harmony. This speaks to fundamental excellence of original Oasis design and neighborhood concept power, creating memorable experiences. Passengers consistently rave about sheer volume of things to do, noting you could take multiple cruises discovering new spaces and experiences. Aqua Theater shows remain spectacular highlights. Central Park creates surreal, beautiful escape in ship's middle. Dining variety keeps meals interesting throughout longer cruises. Entertainment quality receives excellent marks with Broadway-style productions. Live music throughout, activities catering all age groups. Where Oasis shows age slightly, some areas benefiting from additional updates, certain spaces feeling touch-dated compared to Symphony and newer vessels. Some reviews mention organizational issues with longer waits than expected, occasional communication problems. But these complaints are genuinely few and far between an overall flood of positive reviews. She earns top 4 position, proving truly revolutionary ship design, remains relevant and beloved decade and half after launch. Allure of the Seas lands at number 3. Launched in 2010 as second Oasis-class ship, Allure carries approximately 6,780 passengers and refined revolutionary Oasis design with minor improvements and lessons learned from original ship's first year. For years, Allure and Oasis competed for world's largest cruise ship title, with Allure technically slightly larger, though difference barely noticeable. Allure features same neighborhood concept, Central Park, Boardwalk, Aqua Theater, all signature Oasis-class innovations. She received major 2015 refurbishment, adding water slides and updating venues, with another significant amplification scheduled early 2025, finally bringing features newer sisters have enjoyed for years. What makes Allure rank higher than Oasis at number 3 with 4.1 average? Combination of refined design execution and consistent positive experiences across virtually every review category. Passengers consistently rave about incredible activity range for kids, making Allure one of best Royal Caribbean ships for families needing children entertained throughout. Boardwalk and Aqua Theater areas remain absolute highlights, guests specifically mentioning high dive shows and Aqua Theater performances as must-see experiences. Entertainment quality receives excellent marks from Broadway-style theater productions to live music venues to ice skating shows, continuing wowing audiences. Dining variety is exceptional with numerous specialty restaurants beyond main dining room and Windjammer, though some reviews mention both main dining room service and Windjammer food quality can be inconsistent. Central Park creates beautiful, peaceful escape where you genuinely forget being on ship, with real plants and trees creating garden atmosphere perfect for relaxing. Where Allure receives minor criticism, same issues affecting all Oasis class, including sheer size meaning lots of walking, certain venues getting crowded during peak times, service occasionally feeling stretched thin, handling nearly 7,000 passengers. But overwhelming majority express genuine amazement at everything Allure offers and satisfaction with how well ship manages such massive scale without chaos. Upcoming 2025 amplification should help Allure climb even higher, adding features making her more competitive with newer sisters. Utopia of the Seas sits at number 2 with absolutely outstanding score. Launched July 2024 as newest Oasis-class ship, Utopia carries approximately 5,668 passengers, representing Royal Caribbean's focus, creating perfect ship for short weekend getaways from Port Canaveral. Utopia introduced several new concepts, including Royal Railway interactive dinner show experience aboard train-themed restaurant, Pesky Parrot Tiki Bar for tropical drinks and beach vibes, updated pool deck areas with improved flow and more lounging space, refined signature Oasis-class features based on years of guest feedback. Ship maintains neighborhood concept, Central Park, Boardwalk, Aqua Theater, distinct themed areas, but with layout improvements addressing flow issues earlier Oasis ships experienced. Entertainment aboard Utopia received rave reviews. Production shows utilizing cutting-edge technology and performers delivering Broadway-quality experiences passengers specifically mentioned as highlights. Aqua Theater shows continue being spectacular, combining high-diving acrobatics with water effects and storytelling. Dining variety is exceptional as expected from Oasis class, though Royal Railway experience particularly generated buzz as something genuinely new and different, setting Utopia apart from sisters. What makes Utopia rank incredibly high at number 2 with 4.1 average despite being brand new? Royal Caribbean successfully learning from years of Oasis-class operations, applying those lessons, creating most refined version yet. Passenger flow throughout vessel noticeably improved compared to earlier ships. thoughtful design choices distributing crowds effectively and minimizing bottlenecks plaguing Oasis or Allure during busy times. Ship feels more modern and fresh compared to older sisters. Updated decor and design touches creating contemporary atmosphere. Service quality excellent in early reviews. Crew praised for friendliness and attentiveness, even during hectic early operation months. Where Utopia receives caution, she's specifically optimized for short 3-night and 4-night cruises from Port Canaveral, meaning party atmosphere can feel quite intense compared to longer cruises where passengers pace differently. Some reviews mention ship feeling loud and energetic in ways not appealing to cruisers seeking relaxation-focused experiences. Also worth mentioning, Icon sat at ranking top during first 6 months before tumbling dramatically as more passengers sailed and novelty wore off. Utopia could potentially follow similar pattern as more reviews accumulate and operational issues become apparent. But for now, based on early experiences, Utopia represents absolute pinnacle of Oasis-class design, successfully refining 15 years of innovations and feedback into what might be perfect large ship for passengers wanting maximum variety and entertainment in weekend cruise format. Finally taking the crown as absolute best Royal Caribbean ship in 2025 is Symphony of the Seas. Launched in 2018 as 4th Oasis-class ship, Symphony carries approximately 6,680 passengers and has consistently dominated customer satisfaction rankings since first sailing. Symphony introduced Ultimate Abyss Slide, Playmaker's Sports Bar, Hooked Seafood Restaurant, Sugar Beach Candy Store, Perfect Day at Coco Cay integration making private island experience even better. She refined Oasis-class neighborhood concept to peak, learning from lessons on earlier Oasis ships. Symphony's neighborhoods flow seamlessly, giving passengers both energy and space to breathe, from the lively boardwalk with carousel and aqua theater to the serene Central Park with real gardens and tranquil seating areas. Dining variety is off the charts, with multiple specialty restaurants, casual bites, and impressive bars catering to every taste. Entertainment is nothing short of spectacular. Broadway-style shows, high-diving aqua theater performances, ice skating, live music, and immersive events across the ship. What truly sets Symphony apart is the balance. Unlike newer megaships like Wonder or Icon, she manages crowd flow brilliantly, making her massive size feel luxurious rather than overwhelming. Cabins are thoughtfully designed, service is consistently praised, and even during peak sailings, passengers rarely feel lost in the crowd. Reviews consistently highlight the attention to detail, from cleanliness to crew friendliness, and the fact that almost every passenger finds something that delights them daily. In short, Symphony of the Seas isn't just big, it's perfected. She combines innovation, entertainment, dining, and operational excellence in a way no other ship currently does. For 2025, if you want the ultimate Royal Caribbean experience, Symphony is the ship to sail. Bottom line, size doesn't automatically equal satisfaction. While Quantum class and Icon class ships dazzle with novelty, they sometimes stumble in execution. Symphony of the Seas proves that thoughtful design, operational excellence, and an understanding of what passengers truly want can make even the largest ship feel like a dream vacation. Book wisely, and your next cruise could be unforgettable.